All right, guys, welcome to another driver profile. Today we are doing January of 2024, our first profile, and we have with us Cole Hardin. Thank you, Cole, for joining us.
Thank you.
Cole, you had a pretty stellar year last year. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we had a pretty good run all through 2023 for the Moore Series, at least. Finished on the podium every race. So.
Podium to every race. Excellent. And out of those podiums, how many wins did you get? Two wins? Okay. 2 wins, and you got the mileage award, so you finished every mile, obviously getting on the podium for that. Congratulations for that. But not only did you get the Moore Series, you got top honors with overall points and the Triple Crown points. So you got the trifecta for last year. Congratulations on that. 4?
Yeah, we got the Triple Crown Team Challenge too.
And the Team Challenge. All right,
yeah.
There you go. Well, congratulations. Well, let's get right into this. Cole, tell me what got you into racing? How old were you?
Obviously, my dad and my uncle got me into it. I was never really big into it till I was a teenager. Like, I played baseball, basketball, the normal team sports, and then I did K1 when I was little. That was fun. Nothing too major. And then right around like 15, I think, my dad walked up to me. He's like, "You want a race car for your birthday?" I was like, "Yeah." So we went out and visited this car from Meehan, and then that was the start of it.
That was the start. Not too many people get a race car on their birthday, but that's pretty cool, man. I mean, of all the cars, you guys did pretty well in this one too, yeah?
Yeah, she podiumed a lot. Never won one. Oh, well, she won the Glen Helen night race this year, so in 23, so that was good. And she got second in the championship in 2020, I think.
Okay. So, what was your first race in this car?
My first race was a Moore race in Barstow in 2018, I believe.
Oh wow, 2018. Mm-hmm. Okay. How did you do in that one?
Yeah. We didn't even make it to race mile 3. We blew the trans.
Oh, well, you know what? That happens. That definitely happens.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite race? What kind of races do you like to go to, and which ones do you like to race in?
Definitely Barstow.
Barstow's
the best.
Really?
Yep.
Well, it's definitely something to be said when you can get out there and run with the top guys like Tim Craig and all those guys and do well. So you like it pretty rough out there? You like the races course roughs?
Yeah, big holes out in Barstow. Just leave her pinned and let her eat. So.
Let the big dog eat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, what's your most memorable race?
Probably that 2020 or 21 out in Barstow when we went back and forth with Tim Craig like 4 times.
Okay.
And that was definitely the most memorable because of the lead changes, and that was like my first race being competitive up front. We had a good weekend. I magically qualified on pole somehow. I don't know. Out of nowhere. And then we were just thrown up front with the big guys and just try to keep up.
There you go. Yeah. I remember I was there for that one. That was down to the last mile, if I remember right.
Yeah. Yeah. Finished 27 seconds behind him and Cockrell. So.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you during a race?
I think I have a pretty good one. Nick and I, our mechanic, in this car, I think it was /X or something. We were coming into this whipped out corner, and I think we broke a ram or something, and no power steering. And like right when I had no power steering, I told Nick, I was like, "Oh, no power steering." Half a second later, come into the corner, get all crossed up in the whoop, and shoot into the air, do a barrel roll. My first experience ever flipping a car. I'm like, I think I was 16 or 17. We shoot into the air, do a barrel roll. My eyes are open. I'm thinking Ricky Bobby. I'm flying through the air right now. And Nick said he closed his eyes, and I see the sky upside down, the ground upside down, and then I see the sky up again. I was like, oh, it's looking pretty good. And then we land, and we just kept on going. I was like, the motor's still running. We didn't even have to restart or anything, and just kept on going. And we didn't even hit the roof. Like, we were fully airborne, fully barrel roll in the sky. Maybe our antenna scraped the ground, and then kept on going. But then 10 miles later, the wheel flew off because we like landed, not straight, but that was definitely a pretty good one.
Yeah, that is a pretty good one. Nice. So what kind of pre-race routines do you have? What do you like to do to either psych yourself up or bring yourself down before a race?
On race morning?
Yeah, race morning.
Pretty much just try and watch, I watch videos of Kobe, Jordan, some stuff like that. Just get in the mentality and I got a pre-race playlist that I'm only allowed to listen during races to keep the songs good. And then it pretty much goes right out my window because you wait an hour for staging pretty much. And I just try to think about the course and just don't ever stop thinking, because that's when you get nervous. And then if you're always thinking about something, that's always better. And yeah, I just get really psyched up and I tend to get angry and mad. So yeah.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So outside of 1600, what other classes do you like? To watch or to race in? I know your uncle's got a couple trophy trucks. Do you ever get to drive any of those?
Yeah, so I've driven his pre-runner trophy truck a handful of times, just like at Hammers. My dad let me drive it from Hammertown to our pit. That was a blast, and the best classes to watch, I think, are 16, trophy truck spec, and trophy truck.
Okay.
Pretty much that's what I like in all. There's always like a handful of battles in other classes, which is good. So yeah.
So in our little pre-race thing, you were a little nervous about this one, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Who do you have for a hero? Who's your hero, and who do you have like for a mentor? And they could be one and the same.
Hero in racing?
Hero in your everyday life. I mean, could be life and for racing. Who's somebody that you really look up to?
Well, obviously my mom. Definitely my top hero. And my racing hero, probably my dad.
Hey, your dad's got quite the portfolio. I mean, you did NASCAR for a little while, right?
No, that was my uncle.
Your uncle, okay.
Yeah, my dad and my uncle. So my uncle gets a lot of props for all the racing because he did NASCAR and trophy truck, and he's still racing today, so people know him, but not a lot of people know that my dad started us out with him and his brother. I think they were like 19 or something. They built a stock mini in their garage, so it was always my dad would start the race, I believe, and hand it off to Uncle Eric. So my dad was like 19, Uncle Eric was like 15 or something, and they kind of had some success, but they kept on breaking.
Yeah.
And then they moved up into 7S, and they did that together, and then they did Pro Truck. And then I believe Uncle Eric went to NASCAR for a little bit, and Dad stayed out of the picture, and then they came back, and Uncle Eric got a Class 1, I believe, and then Trophy Truck, and by the time Class 1 and Trophy Truck, Dad was pretty much done racing. He took over the business pretty much, and enabled us to do what my uncle and I love, so.
That's awesome. So,
yeah.
So you got your mom and your dad. That's on two different sides of the spectrum too. That keeps you kind of even keeled, I would imagine.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And my mom for racing too. She's fully into it. When we went testing with our new race vehicle, she was the first person in there. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
She loves it.
So, what is a fun fact that most people don't know about you?
I have no idea.
Well, you said you were into sports. You played some baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's normal stuff.
No.
You're
going to school. What school are you going to?
University of Arizona.
Okay. When do you go back?
15th of January.
Okay. And what are you studying for?
Business.
Business. Well, there you go. There's a fun fact, right?
No, that's normal stuff. Fun fact. I used to skateboard a lot.
There you go. Okay.
I've gotten a concussion from skateboarding, so we had a half pipe in our backyard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, 2024 seems to be a pretty exciting year for you. Buzz, I mean, you've got both the cars listed.
Mm-hmm.
you want to talk about it? Or is it a little bit too early to talk about your 2024 plans?
Yeah, so we got both the cars up for sale if anyone wants to buy them. So yeah, people are pretty much gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, most people figured it out, but yeah.
Very cool. Well, now's a good time. Do you have any sponsors? Anybody you want to say thank you?
Obviously Hardin, the Hardin GMC, Honda, Kia of Irvine, Garden Grove Kia, and my dad and my aunts and uncles that all work there. If it wasn't for any of them, we wouldn't be able to do this. So, and to everyone who buys our cars, that's a big help. People not buying cars, we don't get a raise. And we also offer a racer discount if any of these viewers want to get down here from SoCal and buy some. Gillespie Construction, they help out a lot and come out to all our races, help hit us, and that pretty much is it.
Any people that come over and see the Kia or GMC or Honda, do they have to give a promo code or just say I'm a racer? Give me free stuff or what?
Yeah, so pretty much you just gotta go up to a car salesman and say that, you know, I race off-road racing, maybe show like photos and IDs and stuff like that that prove that, and then they'll instruct you further on.
Awesome. Well, Cole, I appreciate it. I appreciate you doing this January bio. Let's wait and see what happens with the rest of the year, huh? And then maybe even see you in another one of these 1600 cars.
Yeah,
What's up?
If anyone wants a 1600 driver, I'm probably down. So
All right.
that'll be fun.
Well, thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome, Cole.